I'm pretty sure that all of you must have watched Hollywood sci-fi movies. Movies like Terminator, Back to the Future, Ready Player One, and the list continues. For decades, Hollywood actors and writers have been performing and writing these sci-fi movies. Movies that depict the future being taken over by robots. Movies where artificial intelligence has been a dominant force. But who would have thought that the same future that they created in those Hollywood movies would come and trouble them in 2023?
The entire business model has been changed by streaming, digital, AI. This is a moment of history. That is a moment of truth. If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in trouble. We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
Hollywood is in a state of crisis right now and has been for a while. Specifically since May 2023, when the Writers Guild Association went on a strike to dispute against Alliance Motion Pictures and television producers. Now, the writers' concern has been residual, which is financial compensation, but they are also worried and concerned with the rise in the trend of AI. The Writers Guild Association was later on joined by the Actors Union, which is the Screen Actors Guild, SAG. When the Screen Actors Guild started protesting or they went on a strike in July 2023. Now, the concern of these actors, specifically the Screen Actors Guild, is that Hollywood studios want their digital AI likeness for free forever. Now, let us talk about that in some detail. So, the actors, or rather the Screen Actors Guild, has said that Hollywood has asked, rather, Alliance Motion Pictures and television producers want to scan them, want their scanning, and just pay them for the day for their performance, and then own their scan, their image, and every single digital likeness that they portray, and then use their digital avatar, if you will, in movies forever. And that too without any fair compensation and permission. Now, the concept of royalty has always existed. It is not something new. And if Hollywood wants to use actors' digital likeness, then obviously they should compensate these actors for their digital likeness and their digital image and avatars. In fact, Canadian artist Grimes earlier this year in April offered 50% royalties on AI generated music of her voice. Now, it's fair to say that actors and writers need to be fairly compensated even if only their avatars are being used, because that is also a form of royalty. They are now giving permission of their digital avatar being used in movies for life. So they do deserve a fair compensation. Again, the compensation is a fair ask. However, in response to these allegations being put forward by the Screenwriters Guild, Alliance Motion Pictures and Television Producers spokesperson Scott Rowe sent out a statement saying that these allegations or these claims that have been put forward by actors are false. He said the claim made today by SAG-AFTRA leadership that the digital replicas of background actors may be used in perpetuity with no consent or compensation is false. But if it actually comes down to the Hollywood studios using AI tools like ChatGPT for generating screenwriting scripts and digital replicas of actors to be put into movies, would you actually watch those movies? Would you actually watch an AI generated movie? And it's not just about a single movie. Would you continuously watch AI generated movies over and over again? Now, we can understand that there are animated movies, and specifically kids love those animated movies, but adults, they do not watch animated movies all the time. So would you want to watch AI generated movies time and time again? I believe the answer is you won't, and I won't as well, because I believe that time and time again movies are meant for entertainment purposes. And by entertainment purposes, I mean that when we go and watch movies, we connect with the actors that are acting in that movie, and not only that, we also connect with the storyline. So if the storyline is AI generated and the actors are not real, why would people want to go and waste their precious time on movies that are not even created by real people? After all, we're humans and we connect with emotions. Also, fun fact, majority of the movies that are included in the top 100 movies of all time, by IMDb are movies from the 20th century, specifically movies that were shot between 1940s and 1990s, with only 3 movies from 2000s making it to the top 100 movies of all time, and 0 movies that were shot after 2010. So, this simply means that people actually enjoy connecting with actors because they portray real emotions and the storylines that are so real that we connect with them, that we relate to those movies and those actors. We feel that whatever is going on in that particular movie is actually taking place in real life, or it may actually be our own story. And that is how people start imagining themselves as the main character of their own movies. All of us have at some point thought of being the main character of our own life, or our life being a movie itself. It also speaks volumes that no matter how much disruption there is in terms of technology, graphics, visuals, we will always put actors, emotions, and storyline first. Because there has been a lot of disruption in technology, specifically in the entertainment industry, with movies, enhanced graphics, CGI, and everything else that has, taken place in Hollywood movies. And despite all of that, we still want to watch movies that speak to us. So, despite all the advancement that will take place in technology in years to come, we would still want to watch movies that we actually understand, enjoy, and relate to. Now, here's what is different, interesting, and unfortunate at the same time. While this protest is going on, while these actors and writers are protesting their dispute against the Alliance Motion Pictures and Television's producers, Netflix has come out and announced a $900,000 AI job. This AI job has further raised concerns about the job security of actors and writers. But it is also important to note that this is not the only job offering that is out there in the market, and certainly not the last one. Not even the most lucrative one that will be out there forever. There will always be more jobs out there. There will always be some company that will offer upwards of $1 million, maybe even more, for an AI job. Now, this particular job offering is for hiring of an AI product manager, but it still is a threat to thousands, if not millions, of people that are involved in the entertainment industry. And also, it is not just about the entertainment or the movie industry, but there are going to be multiple industries that are going to be affected by AI. According to a report by Goldman Sachs, 85 million jobs will be affected in some way or the other by AI. However, 97 million jobs will also be created by AI. So that is the positive side to look at. If you want to learn more about AI, we've talked about in details in this video that you can click here. And if you want to learn more about AI deepfakes, you can watch this video over here. The links to both the videos are available in the description below. So you can check them out and learn more about AI and AI deepfakes. So coming back, according to the same report, 97 million jobs will also be created by AI, because there will always be someone who will be needed to work around AI, to manage and look after AI for the most part. Another industry that I want to talk about that is also going to be affected, rather it is still in the process of being affected by AI, is the content creation slash influencer marketing industry. Now, here's an example of the same. This influencer charges over $10,000 per Instagram post. She has more than 2 million followers on her Instagram account and has made over $10 million a year. But there's one catch. She is 100% AI generated. She does not exist in real life. That is how crazy and weird AI gets, and it will over time. This is not just one example of an AI generated influencer. There are going to be countless examples that are going to take over all social media platforms. Even YouTube, you may come across someone who creates videos and is AI generated. So it's very predictable that in the near future, maybe this year, maybe next year, there will be countless influencers that you will come across that do not exist in real life. But the question is, would you want to connect with them? Would you want to follow them? Would you want to purchase from them? I believe that these AI generated influencers, although they may generate millions of followers on social media accounts, but would humans actually want to buy from an AI generated influencer that does not know what emotions are, that does not feel the same way we feel, that does not understand what kind of products to portray or promote in front of an audience? Because humans have this tendency to understand emotions, humans have this tendency to understand what kind of products we want to promote, what kind of products would be appropriate to promote in front of our audience. I believe that humans do and will continue to do a better job at maintaining and managing promotions, social media, influencing than AI generated influencers ever will. Because we understand emotions, we understand logic, we have a conscience. AI generated influencers or AI generated content in general will not come with conscience. We understand what is right and what is wrong. So that is on us. Even though, there will be some sort of disruption in these areas, I believe that to a large extent, humans will continue to dominate these industries. And if not in the way that we perceive humans as, maybe in some other way, maybe there will be a different set of, you know, jobs that we will work around. Maybe there will be a different set of actions that humans will take, but there will be a lot of room for us. So even though AI may take jobs from the market, but there will be a lot of jobs that will be definitely in demand for humans. Now another point here is that not only are AI generated influencers going to become a reality, but it is also true that companies have already started using AI to generate digital ads, and these ads, they're costing them 1/10 of the price of what a traditional ad cost them. So they're saving a lot of money over there as well. So while companies plan to save millions of dollars in advertisements, it is also true, and as we've already discussed, that they will never be able to 100% replicate what humans create. They will never be able to show the same kind of emotions through AI generated content. There will always be need for humans to come up with their creativity, to show their uniqueness, and that is, I believe, where humans have an advantage. On the flip side, it is also true that technology has constantly replaced less efficient industries. For example, televisions, radios, magazines, landlines, they've all been replaced by digital media and smartphones. And many people did not complain about, the traditional media methods being replaced by the new or modern methods of social media and technology, because not only were they replaced, but the new technology also created a lot of jobs for humans to fit in. And those who upskilled themselves, those who kept on working on themselves, they found a place in the market. There's always a place in the market for people who constantly work on themselves, who constantly improve. So they will never run out of an opportunity, rather opportunities. And as technology progresses and advances, obsolete technology will continue to fall behind, lag behind, and at the very end it will become extinct. And that is how technology has advanced, and that is also how humanity as a whole has moved forward. So if anything has been left behind, there's always something new that comes up, and humans have this unique ability to adapt to changes and quicker than we think, because as soon as a new technology comes, we start learning about it. Everyone who starts learning about that technology gets ahead. Everyone who doesn't lags behind and eventually gets out of the employment race. So coming back to an earlier point that we made, that AI will not only take away jobs, but it will also create jobs. It depends on how we upskill ourselves. It depends on how we take advantage of this AI boom. If you're not taking advantage of this technology, then you're going to lag behind and you're not going to get a place in this market. So the only way to stay and survive in this market is to constantly work on yourself. So what do you think? Do you think that humans will always have that upper edge over technology, over AI specifically? Or do you think that AI will take over a lot of jobs and eventually humans will go out of the employment race? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed watching this video, please share it with your friends and family and let them know what is taking place in the technology sphere. Once again, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep supporting. Thank you so much.